And back on Radio Row, very excited to be welcome in, I should say, Jamal Liggin from Jamal Liggin Performance. And dude, first off, thank you for being here. An exciting week for everyone. Exciting city for an exciting week for the city of LA, for the league, and everyone. And it feels good, like if the energy is picking up in here. It's nice to be seen, I suppose.
Good atmosphere.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the reason we wanted to talk to you for a variety of reasons. One, you got my guy Marcus right back in the day. But now you're focused on, you work with a bunch of guys. You work in terms of silver and black guys. You work with Maxx Crosby. You work with Keyshawn. Like, you look at Maxx, and Maxx is one guy that's very interesting to me because you look at when he came into the league, physically, this dude looks nothing like he looks now.
Correct.
And I'm curious, like, when you look at Maxx's journey physically, what do you think the biggest difference from him, Maxx as a rookie from Eastern Michigan, to the Maxx you see now?
Oh, it's just not even physically, mentally and physically. Like, he's done so much to change his game. It's scary. The level of detail he comes into the gym, on the field, everything plays a big factor in what he's doing. So he looks like a monster right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing like one too. I mean, we're coming off of the Pro Bowl, right?
Yep.
He ends up being the Pro Bowl MVP. Light work for him in the city of Las Vegas. But you know, one thing that Maxx has been so great about, and I think that he deserves a lot of credit for, and it's something that's going to follow him the entirety of his career, and hopefully his post career, is he's talked about obviously his journey to sobriety, how he's
Correct.
kind of attacked that portion of his life. But physically speaking, the fact that Maxx was able to cut out so much of that stuff. What kind of impact does that make on him physically for when he's able to go in the gym and he's able to go at a different level?
He's focused. He's taken that out of his world so that he could be more focused to help his family, be a better teammate, be a mentor to help other guys in this situation. Like, the fact that he's been able to like compartmentalize that and just solely focus on what he needs to do as far as revolving around football, that made him a better athlete.
I guess in terms of just taking the name out of it, right? So taking Maxx's name out of it, what kind of benefits does living a life like that, living a sober life, living a life committed to, clean eating and doing everything the right way, what does that do for like the guys like me and you and Marcus? Like, how does that benefit like just your average weekend warriors in the gym?
Well, he's a motivator. So the guys that see that are like, well, I went out and partied, but this guy is working 10 times harder than me, and he's not doing half the stuff I'm doing. So it also inspires guys to be like, maybe I need to cut back, or maybe I need to like change my mental focus on what I'm doing outside of training.
And speaking of that training, for someone in your position, I imagine you come in, it's got to be kind of a balancing act for you guys when they come in and they're coming off of a long season, right? I can't even imagine the physical toll that an NFL season takes on a human body. But then to get them back, to get them to at a place where they can recover, but also understand like, hey, I know that it's mid-March, but we're already looking ahead to week one. Like, how do you kind of balance out kind of holding guys back, but also giving them enough to really get their body where they need to be by the time they report to camp?
So it all kind of revolves around like the past 12, 15 years that I've been doing this. I kind of have to analyze each guy. Everybody's different. So it's not like I can have you doing Odell's workout or Von's workout or Maxx's workout. I got to kind of customize it. And even in the group setting, I'm still able to kind of figure out, okay, this is the phase we're in: recovery, nutrition, physical therapy. Then we start adding on the field work. Then we start adding on intensity with the strength work. So it's phases.
And so I guess we're sitting here in mid-February. So what phase are guys in right now? I imagine it's that's
Rest.
it. That's that simple.
I don't even want to see like the real work until March 15th. Like, I'm encouraging them to enjoy their life right now. Half of these guys are coming from Green Bay or Wisconsin. Like, they want to just enjoy life, be with the family. And then I do have a small group of guys that are coming in, but they're just seeing the doctor, or we're doing mobility work or a stretch. Like, nothing really major because there's a long season.
And I imagine that for guys like that, a lot of it for you has to be like, all right, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Like, I know you want to go. I know that you feel like you're ready to go. But I imagine like for you, it's like, hey, this is a marathon, right? And we can't be going all in on February 9th, 10th, whatever it is.
I think it also plays a big role with like the older guys compared to the rookies. The rookies are coming fresh out of college. They're used to go. With the veterans, they know I need to rest. I need to take my time.
Strongest guy that you've ever worked with, pound for pound, strongest dude.
No bias.
No bias.
Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch could put up 400 pounds and not even blink, squat 500, not even think about it. But he's just he doesn't look at it like he's working out. He's just playing around. Like, I'm going to lift this because my family depends on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I have to do this.
Who's a guy that comes to mind for you? And I mean this in like the best possible way, where you looked at him and you're like, hey, the foundation is there, but we can get you to a whole nother level, right? Like, who's a guy that you look at what he's done, what you guys have been able to do together, where you're like, I feel really just kind of fulfilled by the journey that we went on together?
Man, it's hard. I got so many guys, man. And without saying any names, though, honestly, I just when they come into the program, they all started the same. Regardless if you're like a top 10 receiver in the league or whatever the position you are, my goal is not to make you so much as a better athlete, but just to get you to understand the longevity of the game and how to train. Because, like, these guys, I'll be honest with you, some guys train with me 2 years, some guys train with me 10. But the one thing they all have in common is, like, the lessons that they've learned from me.
Yeah, and I feel like that's like with any good coach, mentor, leader, trainer, whatever it is, right? Is that, when their time comes, comes to fly away and do their own thing, that they can look back on the experience they had with you,
Definitely.
like that coach, whoever it is, and say, hey, I learned a lot. This is what I can take on to the next chapter and carry on for the rest of my career. And I imagine for you, it's like you want to see these guys thrive when they're done playing too. It doesn't end just when they're not, when 3rd and 7 is over.
No. And I encourage all my guys, and I don't even have to ask them. They always come back to the gym, or they're coming back and mentoring the younger position guys and showing them why it's important. We have 2 guys right now that are running a 7-on-7 in a youth league, and they're mentoring these younger guys. So it's a blessing that they're telling the kids why it's important to train with me or the type of training they need.
And last one before we get you out of here, because we appreciate your time so much. But if the average guy's like me, right, the guy who likes to go in the gym, throw some weight around, train for, I like to run half marathons, right? That's what I do. So, but like, what is like one thing that the average guy or gal can do that'll just help their kind of longevity, their performance, and all that stuff?
I think it boils down to like the programming. So understanding what you're getting ready for and how long and how much time. If you're preparing for a marathon or CrossFit competition, or are you getting ready to get looking good for a vacation or wedding, you just need to know how to program it. Give yourself enough time to see some results, and then after you see the results, keep it going.
Yeah, goal-oriented, right? Put it, set something on the calendar, say, hey, this is what I'm shooting for. But when that day comes, we're not done, right?
Exactly.
That's not what
you got to keep it going.
Keep it going. Well, hey, man, I really appreciate you stopping by. I know it's a crazy couple of days here in Los Angeles for everyone, yourself included. So real quick on our way out, where can the people find you and the folks that you work with?
My Instagram is Jamal Liggin, JamalLiggin. My gym is JLT Performance. The website is www.jlttrain.com.
Awesome. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, good luck out here the rest of the week, and hope we catch up with you soon, all right?
Thank you.